Yep. So if we've then, leading into the next question is, if we've had this planning, so how do you hold the difficult conversation?
I think one of the key things about holding a conversation and being clear is being clear. This
Yep.
is the issue that we've got a concern about.
Mm-hmm.
It may well be that you say to the person, "This is unlike you. It's not. We've noticed this behaviour. We've noticed this performance," and so give them space to actually respond
Mm-hmm.
to the facts, to the data, to what you're talking
Yep.
about. Listen to what they've got to say, and try and focus the conversation more on the behaviour or what you've seen rather than the person. Because
Yep.
first thing we do, our monkey brain or our reptile brain, we go into fight, flight, or freeze.
Yep.
So somebody starts accusing us of something. The
Yep.
first thing we do is generally go into defense mode, right?
Yeah.
So it's about being present to the conversation rather than thinking about what you're going to say next.
Yep.
It's about listening to what they say and really truly listening, asking effective questions about, oh, okay, I wasn't. Can you tell me more about that? I didn't understand that. Did anyone see you? Is there any predisposing factors? Whatever those questions are, and respond appropriately so it's actually a conversation.
Yep.
For them not to sit there thinking, well, it's a waste of time because they've already made their mind up.
100%.
And the other thing, I remember years ago going into a performance conversation with a client of mine, and we had a list of about 20 items that was a problem. It's like, why did we leave it until there was 20 things to talk about? Because after about 4, the person just went, I'm resigning. So that was a really a situation that probably could have been dealt with much, much better.
More effectively.
It was a huge learning for me. It was many years ago I saw that. And it was like, don't do that again. Deal with things when they're small, and that you're more likely to have a better outcome for everybody.
Makes sense, yeah. And I suppose, as you say there too, the thing around this is that not waiting till you've got so many issues, because if that's become an issue now, it's causing you other issues in the workplace, isn't it? If we avoid the conversation, it might mean that person, they think it's okay, but there's others watching going, why are they getting away with that?
Yeah. And
so
then
there's other impacts on productivity.
Correct. And then you've got potentially a toxic problem, and you lose more people than you needed to lose because they're sort of like sitting there watching you put up with this behaviour and say, well, why am I trying so hard, or why am I putting in so many hours or putting in so much effort when this person can really get away with nothing. And the major time I see that's a real issue is when you've got a super salesperson or a super performer, but their behaviour is toxic. But that they're allowed to get away with it. The problem is, unless we actually observe the impact it's having on the rest of the team, we can really end up in a power of trouble.
100%.
Yeah.
And as you said then too, the other thing is we tend to then focus our times on those people who are toxic.
Correct.
The people who are doing a good job we ignore. So they then go, well, hang on, the only way I'll get attention
is to be bad. Sounds like children.
100%. Exactly
Not
right.
all children.
So in terms of, we've had the conversation and we've obviously decided how we should have it. Where do we document those conversations, or what should we document?